In the heat of battle, their transformation is triggered by an overwhelming surge of battle frenzy or rage, often amidst the chaos of combat. As they succumb to rage, their bodies contort and their visages twist into monstrous and terrifying forms, reflecting the sheer magnitude of their power and ferocity in battle. Sounds familiar? Much like the characters that we see in modern media, envision a realm where individuals can access a dormant power within, unlocking a new form that amplifies their abilities. Believe it or not, but there are characters already existing in mythology who harness such power, transcending their limits by tapping into the next level. Let's delve into the tales of the legendary berserkers from mythology. In the vast expanse of Norse mythology, amidst the swirling mists of the ancient sagas, there existed a breed of warriors whose very name struck fear into the hearts of mortals and gods alike, the berserkers. Originating as figures of legend, these warriors were revered for their unparalleled ferocity and unmatched prowess in battle. Their origins lie deeply woven into the fabric of Norse mythology, where they were believed to be chosen by the gods themselves to serve as instruments of chaos and destruction. Picture them, if you will, as towering figures of muscle and sinew, their frames clad in the rugged hides of beasts. Wild, unkempt hair frames their faces, and their eyes blaze with a frenzied intensity that speaks of the primal forces coursing through their veins. Adorned with symbols and totems of their warrior status, they stand as living embodiments of the untamed spirit of the Norse lands. In battle, the berserkers were a sight to behold. Their movements were fluid, almost trance-like, as if they were vessels channeling the raw power of nature itself. With weapons held high, they charged into the fray with a primal roar, their voices mingling with the clash of steel and the screams of the fallen. Axes, swords, and spears were their tools of choice, wielded with devastating effectiveness against their foes. But it was not just their weapons that made them formidable, it was their sheer strength and resilience that set them apart from ordinary warriors. They fought with a savage intensity that knew no bounds, overpowering their enemies with a relentless onslaught of blows. The key to their fearsome reputation lay in their ability to enter a state known as Berserkergang, a trance-like fury that transformed them into unstoppable forces of nature. In this state, they became imbued with superhuman abilities and combat prowess, shrugging off wounds and pressing on with unwavering determination. But with great power came great peril. While the berserkers may have been formidable in battle, their Berserkergang state came at a cost. In their frenzy, they risked losing all sense of rationality and control, potentially endangering themselves and those around them. Yet, despite the risks, the berserkers were revered for their feats of valor and brutality on the battlefield. They struck fear into the hearts of their enemies and inspired awe among their allies, turning the tide of many conflicts with their unmatched combat prowess. Initiated into their warrior brotherhood through rituals and trials, the berserkers played a significant role in Norse mythology and sagas. They served as elite warriors and champions of their chieftains and kings, embodying the chaotic and untamed aspects of nature itself. In the annals of Norse lore, the berserkers symbolized the raw power of nature and the untamed spirit of the warrior. Their legacy lives on in tales of unbridled fury and madness, their name forever synonymous with the primal instincts and emotions that lie within all humans. If you're enjoying this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can unsubscribe later. In the heart of Irish mythology lies the epic tale of Cu Chulainn, a legendary hero whose valor and ferocity are matched only by the depths of his courage. Born of divine lineage and raised amidst the rolling hills of Ulster, he is a figure of unparalleled strength and resilience, his very presence a beacon of hope for his people. With his wild mane of hair and distinctive tunic, Cu Chulainn cuts a striking figure on the battlefield, his every movement a testament to his skill and prowess. Armed with the fearsome Gibbalg, a spear crafted from the bone of a sea monster, he is a force to be reckoned with, his enemies quaking in fear at the mere sight of him. But it is not merely his martial prowess that sets Cu Chulainn apart, it is his berserker form, known as the warp spasm or ríastrad, that truly distinguishes him as a hero among heroes. When overcome by battle frenzy or intense rage, his body contorts and his features become monstrous and terrifying, a sight to behold for friend and foe alike. In this state, Cu Chulainn becomes an unstoppable force of destruction, his strength and ferocity unmatched by any mortal foe. With heightened senses and lightning-fast reflexes, he lays waste to entire armies single-handedly, his enemies falling before him like leaves in the wind. Yet, for all his power, Cu Chulainn's berserker state comes with a price. While it grants him unparalleled combat prowess, it also robs him of his reason and control, leaving devastation in its wake. And though he fights with the noblest of intentions, the potential for collateral damage is ever present, a grim reminder of the cost of war. But despite the risks, Cu Chulainn's berserker state has proven invaluable in times of need, allowing him to achieve feats of heroism that would be impossible for any ordinary warrior. From defending his homeland against invaders to slaying fearsome monsters, he has proven time and again that he is the champion and protector of the Ulluk people. In the annals of Irish mythology, there are few figures as revered or as feared as Cu Chulainn, a hero whose legend will endure for all time. And with his legendary spear, the Gibulg, by his side, there are few challenges that he cannot overcome, his courage and determination shining as brightly as the sun itself. In the vast tapestry of Greek mythology, there exists a figure whose name resounds like the thunderous clash of swords upon the battlefield, Achilles, the peerless hero whose legend is etched into the annals of time. Born of divine lineage to Thetis, a sea nymph, and Peleus, the king of the Myrmidons, Achilles was destined for greatness from the moment he drew his first breath. With a physique chiseled from marble and an air of indomitable confidence, he stood as a colossus among men, a paragon of strength and valor. But it was not merely his physical prowess that set Achilles apart, it was his invulnerability, a gift bestowed upon him by his mother who had dipped him in the sacred waters of the river Styx. His body was impervious to harm, save for a single spot, his heel, where her grip had faltered. Armed with spear and shield, Achilles strode onto the battlefield like a god made flesh, his every movement a symphony of grace and power. His skill in combat was unmatched, his agility and speed the envy of even the swiftest of warriors. And when the fires of battle burned hottest, he would enter his berserker state, his aristeia, a tempest of fury and bloodlust that left his enemies quaking in terror. Yet, Achilles' rage was not born of madness or malice. It was a response to personal loss and betrayal, a testament to his unwavering loyalty and devotion to those he held dear. When his beloved friend Patroclus fell at the hands of Hector, Prince of Troy, Achilles' fury knew no bounds, driving him into a frenzy of destruction. In his berserker state, Achilles was a force of nature unleashed, his strength and speed magnified to godlike proportions. He cut through enemy ranks like a scythe through wheat, his spear flashing in the sun as he carved a swath of death and destruction through the Trojan lines. But for all his might and valor, Achilles was not immune to the caprices of fate. His invulnerability could not shield him from the treachery of men, nor could it protect him from the cruel hand of destiny. In the end, it was a single arrow, guided by the hand of Apollo and aimed true by Paris of Troy, that found its mark in Achilles' vulnerable heel, bringing his legendary tale to a tragic end. Yet, even in death, Achilles remains a symbol of heroism and martial prowess, his name whispered in awe and reverence by warriors and storytellers alike. For his legacy is not measured in victories won or enemies slain, but in the ideals of honor, bravery, and sacrifice that he embodied until the very end. While this next entry may not fit the mold of transcending to the next level, his berserker rampage could easily be the most brutal on our list. Once upon a time, in the age when gods walked among mortals and heroes roamed the earth, there was a legend whose name echoed through the grand halls of Olympus and far beyond, Heracles, known to the Romans as Hercules. His story was one of extraordinary feats and unwavering courage, yet it began with a tale woven from divine betrayal and mortal love. Heracles was born of Zeus, the mighty king of the gods, and Alcmene, a mortal woman whose beauty and virtue were renowned throughout the land. His arrival into the world was not a simple affair, for it was a result of Zeus' clandestine dalliance with Alcmene, a union that bestowed upon Heracles extraordinary abilities from the moment he drew his first breath. Towering tall and proud, Heracles possessed a physique that bespoke his divine lineage, muscles like coiled serpents, and a gaze that could pierce the heavens themselves. But it was not merely his imposing appearance that set him apart, it was the weapon he wielded, a club hewn from the sacred wood of an olive tree in the revered grove of Zeus at Dodona. Crafted by his own hands, this colossal club became an extension of Heracles' very being, a testament to his unparalleled strength and prowess in battle. In the tender embrace of Megara, the radiant eldest daughter of King Creon, Heracles found solace and love. Their union was blessed with the laughter of children, and their home radiated with warmth and joy. It appeared as though nothing could mar the tranquility of their idyllic existence. Yet, the whims of fate had other designs. Hera, the regal queen of Olympus and a ceaseless foe of Heracles, harbored a deep-seated animosity towards the hero. Heracles, born of Zeus' infidelity, served as an ever-present reminder of her husband's transgressions, a fact that kindled the flames of Hera's resentment. Consumed by jealousy and driven by bitterness, she aimed her wrath squarely at Heracles, determined to shatter his happiness and legacy. In a cruel twist of fate, Hera's malevolence erupted in a tempest of madness that seized Heracles with unrelenting fury. Enveloped by an uncontrollable rage, he became a mere puppet in Hera's vindictive hands, his senses dulled and his reason obscured by a primal urge for destruction. In his berserker state, Heracles became an unstoppable force of chaos and devastation, his actions guided solely by unchecked rage and impulsive fury. Unaware of his own actions, he unwittingly unleashed a torrent of devastation upon his own household, transforming his once loving embrace into a weapon of unimaginable tragedy. Megara and their innocent children, caught in the crossfire of Hera's cruel machinations, fell victim to Heracles' unwitting wrath. As the echoes of his madness subsided and the grim reality of his deeds dawned upon him, Heracles was plunged into a chasm of despair and remorse. The weight of his loss bore heavily upon his soul, and he swore to atone for his unforgivable transgressions. With a heart heavy with sorrow and a resolve born from the depths of despair, Heracles embarked on a journey of redemption, guided by the flickering flame of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. His path was fraught with peril and uncertainty, yet he pressed forward, driven by a burning desire to right the wrongs of his past and reclaim his tarnished honor. Thus began the epic saga of Heracles' quest for redemption, a tale of heroism, tragedy, and the enduring resilience of the human spirit in the face of insurmountable adversity. As a figure in Greek mythology, Heracles symbolized the human capacity for greatness and resilience in the face of adversity. His struggles and triumphs resonated with audiences across generations, serving as timeless reminders of the universal themes of courage, redemption, and the pursuit of glory. And though Heracles was celebrated as a hero, his myth also explored themes of vulnerability and fallibility. His berserker episodes served as cautionary tales, reminding us of the dangers of unchecked rage and the consequences of losing control. Thus, the legend of Heracles endures, not just as a tale of superhuman strength, but as a testament to the complexities of the human spirit, a hero flawed yet revered, powerful yet vulnerable, immortalized in the annals of mythology for eternity. Yet, I can't help but wonder, how would these berserkers fare against the mightiest undead? Could they emerge victorious? Delve into the realm of the top 10 strongest undead by clicking the video on the left. And for more intriguing myths and legends, explore the video on the right. If you've enjoyed this content, please consider showing your support by leaving a like and subscribing to our channel. Don't miss out on future updates by ringing the notification bell.